put those on and just hear yourself. If you don't want to wear them, it's fine.
Maybe. It's
Take mine off because I really don't like mine. I think I like it. Is there some material for really distract you?
I don't know. Do you have hard questions? Is this give me somewhere? You never know. It might go viral. So
My purpose is not
I've seen a few videos.
I don't even consider it an interview. I take it as a been my go-to lately.
Yeah, they're delicious.
I'm from a beautiful place, the Pearl of Africa. Hailing with a 256, it's in my blood. That's a gem where the mountains rise. With stories untold, the tapestry of cultures unfolding, so vibrant and bold. A symphony of stars, a celestial light. The drums beating, echoing through the night. Just like a beacon of light, a reflection that's coming up from the Nile. I'm flowing straight into the heart of Africa with timeless stories untold. Sup, dog?
Asia,
Yes.
welcome to my
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank you.
Just like that, we don't do no introductions. We don't do nothing. It's just walking like that.
Yeah.
Because I think I like that, like the transition to just go straight in, like no warnings, no what, because it just makes people comfortable. Yeah.
I agree.
So like because when you say okay, we're now going live, and then you start, the pressure is on, like oh my god.
Yeah, that's true.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, I can't complain. I'm living. So.
Yeah. When was the last time I saw you or you saw me?
Oh my gosh. I think last year.
Was it like the
Right?
time I went to, was it Terry's house, Q's house?
No, you had your barbecue in the backyard.
Oh,
I think that was
yeah.
the last time. Like,
Was that for? No, yeah, that was for my 30th. Yeah.
yeah,
Man, I'm
last
old.
year,
I'm old.
right?
Yeah. Don't
It's
laugh.
okay. Dang.
How is life? How has life been?
Life's been good, Still working,
Mm-hmm.
still thriving. So, yeah.
That's good. That's good. I like when I ask people the question. There was one guy on the podcast I asked how is life, and this dude like went. He took that question. In life we usually like ask people how is life. Life is good, and just stop at that.
Yeah.
But sometimes I've said thinking about that, and then like somebody asks you the question, then you think about it. It's like life is good. It could be better, but it's good, and just knowing about that. But everything good.
It is. Honestly, I mean, we have ups and downs in life, Who wants to hear about the downs? Like, no one. So,
I mean, sometimes, yeah, nobody wants to hear about the downs, but sometimes it's good to reflect on that.
yeah.
You're from Ghana.
I'm not from Ghana. I've been telling you this, though. How are you going to put me on blast, Bonnie?
Where you from?
I'm from Muskegon, Michigan, originally, you guys. I was born and raised there, but I grew up telling Bonnie that I was from Ghana.
So that was a lie.
It was a lie. It's a slight lie. In my heart, I believed I was from Ghana.
Oh my God. I even have it on my notes here. I was going to ask you
Oh my
about
goodness,
that.
he's gonna go deep.
Oh my God, that's a lie. Oh, wow.
It's okay, but I know a lot.
That's why we have podcasts, to reveal lies from people. All along, ever since I knew you, I
Yes.
thought you from Ghana.
But Bonnie, how? I thought we discovered this.
You told me when we were in college, you're from Ghana.
Yeah, no. I thought we were just joking then. And you just believed it up until this point, and I can't
I
believe
did.
that.
Up till this point, like till right now, I believed
That's
it.
crazy.
What made you believe you're from Ghana? Because you mentioned you.
I didn't believe I was from Ghana, but I actually grew up with a friend from Ghana.
Okay.
So yeah, that kind of gave me that whole, I got into it more then. So
So your dad and mom were born here?
yeah, they were. I'm American,
Okay.
Black American.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
was thinking about you're from Ghana.
Yeah.
I was gonna start bragging to people like, oh, I interviewed somebody from Ghana. Grew up in America. Man, that's a lie.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next what?
Next year.
You're gonna be Ghanaian next year, or maybe
I
I'll
might.
get some. No. And you know why I believed it? Okay, I'm
Why'd
gonna
you
tell you the
believe it?
truth. Why I believed
Yeah.
it is because a lot of African Americans or people who were born here,
Yeah.
like it was from Nigeria.
yeah.
So like, and that actually, I think being Nigerian had an impact on maybe living in Ghana.
Exactly. That's what happened. That's exactly
And
what
Danielle being from Liberia.
Yep. It's starting to connect, buddy.
Yeah. So that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's
But you like
actually
Afrobeat?
that. I do. I love Afrobeats. I love African culture.
Okay.
So
Who's your favorite artist?
at the moment, it's Burna Boy.
Burna Boy. Who else?
DeVito, obviously.
Yeah.
Wizkid is a good one. I like Tims. Why did I call her Timma?
Tims. Yeah, Tims is good.
Tims. Yeah, those are my top 4 right now.
Yeah. How about Arya Star?
Oh yeah, she's really good.
Yeah.
I love her song Rush.
Mm-hmm.
Good song.
And then there's Tiana.
Tyler?
Tyler, yeah,
Yep.
Tyler.
She's really
from,
good.
I think she's from South Africa, though.
She is, yep. That's still Africa, though.
Yeah. I almost even, I was going to ask you if you've been to Ghana. I was going to ask you all that.
Yeah.
And
I wish. Maybe that'll be on my trip next year,
Yeah.
like trip goals or something. But it's definitely it's a trip I have to take.
And then the other thing too, like there's a lot of like African Americans who have been going to Africa to like move to those countries, and like the McMills have gone to like Ghana and just do like
Yeah.
events, parties and stuff. So yeah, there was a lot to believe. But Muskegon,
Yes.
why, like you were just born in Muskegon. How
I
was life
was.
like growing up in Muskegon?
It was a little rough. Like Muskegon, if you from Michigan, you either hear good things or bad things about Muskegon. We have beautiful lakes and we have terrible cities, so you kind of get a mixture of both. So yeah,
That's actually a good line. Beautiful. We have beautiful
Yeah.
lakes and terrible cities.
Yeah.
Detroit, Flint, oh my God, all those.
yeah, yeah, very true. It's crazy.
I think the only good city, I would say Grand Rapids. I don't know.
Grand Rapids is really nice, but I think it has its parts. I feel
Yeah.
like any place has its
Lansing
parts.
too, like has.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know I wonder what's the worst part of Lansing, because we went to school in the west side.
Yeah. The worst,
Maybe.
worst part, I think, when I was living there at least, was probably the south side.
The south side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little rough out there.
it's terrible. Yeah, you would
Yeah.
hear a lot of like police cars. All that. But no, Miss Keegan. So
Yes.
what
What's
was
out
life
there?
like in
Growing up there?
Hmm.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It was a really small town. Like, not many people. I think our class, my high school class, is probably 100. Some people say that's a lot. Others say it's a little. But, yeah, it was really nice. I was a quiet person. I really didn't get out much. So, I played.
Still are.
I am. I try to just stay to myself. I don't know. I find comfort and peace. So, yeah. That's just life out there. And then I grew up. As soon as I was 18, I like moved to Lansing for school. So
How did
Yeah.
you get connected to Great Lakes? Like we went to
Yeah.
college to Great Lakes for those who are listening, and that's why I met Asia. How did you find about Great Lakes?
So Maya, our good friend Maya,
yeah.
she we was going to high school at the time together. We was playing sports together, and we all, like, as a school, we all applied to colleges together. And she actually introduced me to Great Lakes Christian College. She said it was like an opportunity for me to play sports, and who doesn't love God? So why not go to school, based around God?
You say who doesn't love God?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't love God.
Surprisingly, they got to get their life right, because God is God.
Yeah.
You can't really replace that. But yeah, so I thought it would be a good idea so I can actually discover who I am and like see what's out there. So that's why I decided to go there.
So you mainly came for sports.
I did. It was for money purposes, really. Got a
Yeah.
scholarship. So my school, like, my family is like not rich or anything, so I had to go where I could go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So which sport did you come to play? Because I remember you ended up playing soccer with us.
I did, yes. Fun time.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about that.
Oh my goodness. So I came for volleyball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
The team was pretty good for a moment, and then it started going downhill.
The volleyball team.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being good. It's like our
What?
soccer team. It's like
You're
our
not
soccer
lying,
team.
though. You're not
Yeah.
lying. Yeah, we weren't good at all. But it was a good experience.
Yeah. So
For
then
sure.
we get you to come and play soccer with us.
Yeah, you guys needed me. I don't know what you guys would have done without me, to be honest.
So for the listeners, we were playing a co-ed. No, we're not playing a co-ed, but our school didn't have enough people to play soccer. So we had to recruit more people. So then we recruited you and actually Maya too.
Yep.
And who
Holly.
else? Holly.
Didn't Holly play? Yeah.
We had the Costa Ricans.
Yep.
Maybe I think our team had more girls than the guys.
Yeah, it became a girls' team with 4 guys on a good day.
David also. But
Yeah.
I think the game I remember vividly was Andrews.
Oh my gosh. That was my worst game.
Was it? Why?
Because I was chasing the ball and somehow I ran past the ball. Like, how did you run past the ball?
Actually, I remember. I think we joked about that.
Yeah, it was quite embarrassing.
Yeah,
it was a busy school too.
It
like
was.
everybody saw.
Yeah,
Then I got clipped by a guy,
Mm-hmm.
like because we were playing a men's team,
yeah. They were all men.
all
yeah.
men against girls and guys. So.
And they were strong and they were good.
Yes,
So, yeah.
amazing players. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was tough times, man. Tough
Yes.
times. But so at Great Lakes, what did you study?
I was going for multicultural ministries at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but like also general studies. But I originally just wanted to go to school for dentistry, but they didn't have that at Great Lakes Christian College.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I ended up going for 2 years or so, and then I left and pursued dentistry, dental
Mm-hmm.
assistant.
Oh, when you left
After-
Great Lakes, you went to a dentistry school?
Yeah, I got a certificate for dental assisting.
Yeah.
But that didn't really work out either.
So what year did you
Yeah.
leave Great Lakes?
2018. I think I finished a master in 2018. So
yeah.
like a year
Oh,
or two.
dang, I stayed there for 2 more years after you left.
Yeah.
So you go into dentistry, and then I remember you worked at the dentistry. How was that like?
So the experience was nice. I actually enjoyed it. I worked for a pediatric dentist, so it's nothing it was like a dentist full of kids, crying kids.
Yeah.
So I didn't really hate it, but it was nice. I think I didn't really enjoy working with my employees, the other employees. It was difficult. I feel like I was just getting, mistreated. And I'm a really good worker, I would say. I put my all into anything that I do. So I was surprised to see that happen. So yeah, I had to go at that point.
No, I definitely relate.
Yeah.
I worked up north, and like after I left Great Lakes, I went outside my aviation career. And this place that I worked at, I would say like I didn't really have a ton of experience in aviation because that was my first job out of school. But I think I was a good worker. Like, you show me what you do, I'll do it. I want to show up to work. But some people just took advantage of that.
Yeah.
And they never really, those people up there, they never really connected with me. It's like a small town up north, like a bunch of, I'll go into that. But like, so it was hard for me to break through. Like, even when you were nice to those people, try to break in their hearts to show them how nice you are, it was not reciprocated. So it was
Yeah.
really tough. And
I completely agree with that because that's how I was. Like, it's like they would pretty much belittle you. It
Yeah.
felt like, belittle myself. But yeah, I completely agree.
so I ended up making a decision to come back. That's why I moved back here. But like we were talking offline, like right now, I just leave work, come home, go to work, come home, Saturday record my podcast, chill, and I don't seek for trouble. So hopefully trouble doesn't find me. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
I agree.
So you left dentistry and then you are now an entrepreneur.
I am an entrepreneur. Yes. But yeah, so because of all of that, I decided, like, why put all of that time and energy into someone else's business? Why not create my own? And I can, like, give other people an opportunity, to, like, expand and, like, do things that they actually want to do and, like, be themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be that person that's, just using you because you can benefit me. I don't want that. I want to benefit you as much as you benefit me, So yeah, now I'm going into entrepreneurship and I'm hoping that this business, goes well so I can do that.
So when was the time you decided? Because you talked about
Yes.
something that touched my heart too, because that's where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm a hard worker. Like, some people would say opposite. Maybe they don't believe, but I feel like, and I think for me, my podcast is the one that shows me that, my determination. And because I started this 3 years ago, I've been doing it, learning, teaching myself, doing this. So that makes me believe like I'm a determined person. Like, I'm a hard worker. I can do great. And sometimes I feel like my efforts are not appreciated.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to myself, I'm like, if I could use this energy that I'm giving out for these people to put in my own business, because that's where I want to go to. I really want to start my own business
For sure. Yeah.
in the next few years and just work for myself, because I feel like I can work harder. Determining, like, when I see my business, what does it need? It needs me to do this. So then I push myself to do that.
Exactly. Yep.
So that's where I'm at, and I like to know that I'm working for myself and my effort is paying me,
Exactly. Yeah.
because here, when you work for another person, you put in your effort, but you're not really sure if the effort you're putting in is actually what you're getting out of it.
Exactly. You could be at a job for like 5 years and still make the same amount of money that you did 5 years ago, while someone else who's like doing something else, probably the same job, maybe something simpler, and gradually making it up the ladder. So yeah, why not put that effort into yourself? Because not everyone is going to care about you.
Yeah.
So
What did you have in mind when you knew you wanted to start your own business? Did you already have this business in mind, or it just came up?
no. So honestly, I was just like, what can I do? Like, I feel like I'm not I'm talented, but like I'm not like extraordinary,
Yeah.
like, yeah. So I'm just like, what can I do that's simple, that could make a lot of money, that, I could do, that's realistic. So I've been a cleaner before. So I worked for 2 different cleaning businesses, and like I got like really good reviews. Like, people will only request me like out of many other cleaners. So I was like, why not just, make my own brand of cleaning? And yeah, so that's kind of what I did, and went from there. And ever since, it's been going well.
So do you work just by yourself, or you have a team?
So right now I have 2 other workers part-time, but I'm hoping to get them full-time. And like, yeah.
Man, you took just like a, how do you call it? Like, I don't know the term they use, like CEO, not CEOs, but like, like a boss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Like a
I want to
boss.
be a boss. I'm trying to be a boss. But yeah.
Talking like a boss. So how many years are you into?
This is my first year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I started earlier December, maybe earlier January.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's going good.
it is. It's going really good.
How do you deal with like building customers and finding customers?
So that's going well. I usually use like apps like Nextdoor or Angie's List and stuff like that. And I promote like my ads, to get people's attention, and I try to get them there like that way, or I'll get referrals from other clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far do you go? Like you from Battle Creek, like how far do
Yeah.
you drive to go?
I drive
to
really far right now
Really?
because it's just me, and I don't care about the money, honestly. I just want to see what I can provide for other people, and like how can I help other people? It's not really about the money right now. So like right now I'm driving up to like 100 miles. I know, it's crazy. So like I'll drive from Muskegon to like Lansing, from Lansing to Battle Creek, sometimes all in the same day. Like it really just depends.
And how long does it take you to like clean the house?
Depends on the house, but the biggest house I can, like a 4-bed 4-bath, is like 8 hours usually.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
it is.
But what I liked from what you just said is
Yes.
the mindset of not looking about money right now, but looking about like helping and doing it, and then you love it, because
Yeah.
most times we fail because we put money first, and when that money doesn't come, then you quit.
Yeah,
And
because
be
you're
like,
not happy.
yeah,
like,
because you're not happy.
yeah.
But like when you set your mind to like, I want to help, I want to do this, or I want my business to grow, and then the money is gonna come later. And that's one thing that has helped the podcast too. Is like, I know people make money from podcasts. You can make money
Yeah.
from podcasts and stuff. If I came into this, and a lot of people who come into podcasting with the goal to make money, they come in first year like, oh my gosh, there's no money,
Right.
and it fails. But I feel like all good things take time.
For sure.
So like you work. I've seen other people who say I've been doing it for like 5 years, and it's now just, but when it starts to pay off, you look back and feel like, man,
Yeah, it was worth it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's currently where I'm at right now. Like, patience, I keep telling myself like every morning, like, patience is a virtue. Like, I want stuff to be done now,
Yeah.
but I just know like everything's it's gonna happen in the right timing. So
So do you
yeah.
have customers every day, or like how does that work?
As of now, it's been every day. Like,
Yeah.
you're even lucky I'm here today. Like, I had to
Yeah.
like reschedule a few things,
Oh my
but
god.
yes.
I'm thankful for that. You guys here? Like,
Yes,
thankful for the
for
time.
sure.
And I tell people that anytime when somebody gives you a time, it's giving you like part of their life, like
And
it's
that's true. It's really hard to make time for people. Like,
yeah.
that's why I don't take it for granted. So,
I appreciate that.
yes.
The other question I was gonna ask you, I know we might come back to the business again, but are you an introvert or extrovert?
I'm an introvert, but like, I like to have a good time here
Yeah.
and there. Like, that keeps me going,
Yeah.
but I would rather be at home.
Rather be at home. Why and how? When I reached out to you that I wanted to have you on the podcast, how did you think about it? And when I requested you being an introvert, like what made you accept and want to do it?
So, well, you're a friend of mine. I consider you that. I like like helping my friends. Like, why wouldn't I want to help you in your podcast? Like, and why wouldn't I want to, also, help myself? Like, people are out there listening,
Yeah.
so why not? And yeah,
Were you nervous?
I am. I'm still nervous. Like,
You are?
yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I hope I don't say the wrong thing, but yeah,
I try to tell people that I don't think on a podcast you can say wrong thing. I mean, the other thing is like this is pre-recorded in case of anything that didn't come out great. We cut it out before the public hears it.
good.
But also, like my goal as a host is to make people comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I used to be scared of interviews. Like you tell me I have an interview tomorrow on the radio or TV, I'm not gonna sleep. I'm just gonna be thinking, what are they gonna ask me? And I used to be the guy who asks people like, "Hey, can you send me the questions ahead of time?"
Yeah. I wanted to be that person, but I was like, calm down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't do that actually. Like I don't
Good.
send
Yeah.
my guest questions because I want to get a natural
Response.
natural response and
that.
like good. Because when you it's like cramming for an exam. You spend the whole night and then you get to the exam and you've forgotten everything and you're like, oh my god, am I saying the right thing or did I write the right thing? But I just leave it and ends up working out like that.
Kudos to you.
Thank you. You have a line on your Instagram that says leave no regrets and trusting the process.
Yes.
What does that mean to
For
you?
me, it meant like it still means that, but pretty much just live your life. Like, just live so true to yourself that like you can't doubt anything that you do. Like, that's pretty much what it is. Like, I don't want to, if something happens, I don't want to regret that decision that I made. Like, I'm gonna make that decision and I'm gonna stand on that decision, and I will keep going on with my life with no regrets. So that's what that means for me, at least. So.
I like that. I don't think I've ever shared on the podcast, so a lot of people don't know, but one of my biggest fears is regretting.
Yeah, I don't want to have any regrets in life.
Yeah, like
That's a huge fear of mine.
I don't want to. I mean, they're there, but you try to avoid them as you go.
Yeah.
Because you know how you feel when you have a regret in life, and you feel like I try to avoid those as much as can. Live life to the fullest, and especially regrets of where I could have done better.
Yeah.
Like when I know that I could have pushed a little harder, and then you get, man, I should have done this. I don't want that. Like I want to give it all. Like to know that it didn't work out, but I gave it to the max. Like
for sure.
because then my heart will be settled. Like I did the best I could. But then when you don't do the best you can and something doesn't come out, then you feel bad. Like, man, I could have done this. I could have done that.
But which one feels worse? You feeling bad that you went all in and it not working, or you not giving it all and it not working?
Not giving it all, no working.
Exactly.
That hurts.
So yeah,
that hurts more.
It's gonna hurt regardless. But let's choose a lesser route.
Yeah, that's true. What's the best advice somebody has ever told you?
Let me think. I don't know. Like, I feel like I hear I don't feel like I talk enough to people to get advice from people. So like, I get a lot of phrases here and there, scrolling Instagram, just reading a book or something. I'll see something, but like, I don't know. I don't think I've heard any best advice that's memorable right now for me, at least. So, yeah.
What's the worst advice you've ever received from somebody?
I think, I feel like advice is advice. You could take it or leave it. It could be good for some, bad for others.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's no good or bad advice.
Mm.
Advice is advice.
Okay. You say you'd rather be at home. You have any hobbies, things you like to do?
I do. I play soccer and volleyball still on the league though.
Even now?
Yeah, I play
Wow.
on leagues here and there. Some summers. I haven't played this year. Actually, I just finished the league. I'm sorry. I played a volleyball league.
You're lying again. You
No,
can't lie on
it's
the
the times. Like every day feels the same to me now. Like it's crazy. But I did just finish a volleyball league. We weren't that good, but we winning. We won a few games.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
And you're into like working out and stuff.
I am trying now to live a healthier
Yeah.
life because health is wealth.
Yeah. I've tried and I want to.
Yeah.
I'm making some changes, like reducing times and putting on a podcast so I can create time for myself to like work out and do other stuff because I love it and I love that the podcast is growing and it's going well, but I feel like it's taking a lot of my time. So I kind of wanted to balance it out and just do some exercises and stuff and just give time. You talked about playing soccer. My cleats are all like stored up, so that shows I don't play.
Not even on a league?
I have not played soccer since grade legs.
You should play.
I need.
Get out here.
I want to.
It's not
I
too
want
late.
to. But like the thing is, like the one is in Lansing, and then in Grand Rapids, which is I think it's a little farther. But I want to really start. There've been some friends of mine who have like leagues where they play, so I want to go and see if I can join those teams and play.
Highly recommend. I don't feel like adults should stop doing what they love. So just because you get older, or just because you don't have time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was on Facebook one time, and then I saw a post. I think I sent it to you even on Instagram. It was saying no female Muskegon is lawyer.
You did say that, but that's a lie because I'm from Muskegon. I'm probably the most loyal of them all.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't believe everything on the internet,
Yeah.
guys. You can't believe it.
I think I found it funny. But yeah, I usually when I host people like people I went to school with, I host J Queen. We talk about Flint.
Yes.
I hosted Q, and we took.
What y'all say about Flint?
He said Flint is like Beverly Hills.
Did he say that really?
He did.
Wow.
What do you think about Flint?
Flint is Flint. Besides, Flint is Flint.
What if you were to compare Muskegon and Flint?
If that's Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
then we must be Orange County or something. Cause that's not it.
That's for J Queen specifically. That's for you, my man.
Yes.
No, yeah, he told us that was
He's silly.
that was Beverly Hills. So okay, the other I have a question that I've been asking a lot of people mostly from Uganda, but I want to hear your perspective. And you're a female. Actually, you might be the first female to record a podcast with me in this building.
Yeah. Wow. I feel very
That's why there. Yeah. So on my podcast,
Yes.
I have this question that I've been asking people because it's a problem in my country. I want to hear your perspective from that. So there's this thing of girls. I don't know if it's like that in America. You tell us. Girls asking for money and asking guys. So when they're dating a guy,
Yes.
they expect the guy to give them money. You know, like Uber or like anything.
Just money.
Just money. And actually, they don't want physical stuff. They don't want like you to buy them shoes. I mean, they might want you to buy them shoes, but they want physical money, like cash.
Dang.
You know, like cash. So that's the thing that they're not married. They're dating boyfriend.
Dang.
Girlfriend. What do you think about that? Like what? And tell us if it's different here and what you think in the perspective of girls here and how it is here.
For sure. So from my perspective, at least, I feel like it's about the same. I feel like girls not asking for money off rip, but like they're asking to be taken out to dinner. They're asking to, just to show that you can provide for them. So I feel like that's kind of the same way, but maybe they're asking for money is a bit of a farce, it's a stretch. Like, babe, calm down. We're not even married yet.
Yeah. Do they ask or do they, like there's a reason, there's a thing of like expecting, like, you expect your boyfriend to take you off a date or like, you expect him to do this for you. But do they go out to say, hey, take me out on a date.
I feel like the bold ones do, yeah.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'm not gonna ask you because if I
Yeah.
have to ask you, I don't even want it
Yeah.
anymore. So yeah. So I think some people do ask for that, but that was crazy. Those are some crazy people.
Yes, they are. And it's been a big deal where people think like I'm not an ATM or like,
Yeah.
and it's gone further to people say that it kind of gives prostitute vibes because like
In a way,
if you expect money for your services for being
just to be here.
just to be there,
Yeah.
and because
That's not that's not even building a connection. That's why I'll be okay with like if you're just saying like let's do something or like to show that you're providing, like just go for a walk in the park, talk to each other. You know, everything doesn't need money.
the last female I hosted, actually Bridget, she was talking about that, like you can't meet a guy on the first date and asking, hey, my name is Asia, my name is Bonnie, nice to
Yes.
meet you, can I have 100,000 or can I have $100? Like
Yeah.
we don't even know each other, you know,
Literally, like
it takes time. But also the other thing of like expecting money is,
just in general.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is not like, even I feel like even if you're married, like you know, like,
Yeah.
but there's that thing of entitlement of like expecting to be given
Yeah.
money, and some of these people don't work, so they don't know the hustle of making
Like
that
a
money.
dollar is
Yeah.
it takes a lot to get a dollar, babe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My dad used to have a saying that says, it's in Luganda, I don't know if I'm going to interpret it right in English. But when I used to ask him money, he would tell me back, like, if you, who is just asking for it, you don't have it, how about me who makes it?
Right.
You know, like,
No, I get it though.
so like if it's if it's
That's
harder
a
for
lot.
you who is just asking for it, how about the person who makes
Yeah,
it? So like,
for
is,
sure.
it is really hard. What is a life lesson like you've learned?
Oh my
In
gosh.
life.
Recently, at least that I've learned was that being too nice can get you like walked over. Like I've learned that in like friendships, relationships, and like working. Like if you're nice, no one's really gonna take you seriously. So you need to be firm in who you are and like stand on that. You know, you can still be nice, but like I had to learn boundaries.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to set boundaries in place now. So
See, like people
that's-
make you be a different person than you are,
yeah.
because like when you're nice, they take advantage of you. And so then you have to build boundaries, and then you have to be a different person that you are not.
Yeah. And it's not fun for anybody. Like,
Yeah.
who wants to do that? Like, I'd rather just be nice and, like, show that I care, you
Yeah.
know? So,
Because that's what happened to me, because I am the kind of person who likes to know about people's lives. I want to know how they're doing, and I want to like talk. I love to talk. I do love
Yes.
to talk.
as we see.
And that's why I started a podcast, because I love to talk. But I feel like at some point there are some places where somebody can even find me and they say, this guy does not talk. Like, so I like to say I'm an introvert and extrovert at the same time.
Yeah, this depends.
It depends on the moment.
Yeah.
I could be like introvert for sure. You can find me and be like, this guy doesn't say a word.
Yeah.
But it's because of the environment. But then if you find me where people like are happy and talking, oh my god, you'd be like, this guy
Never gonna
doesn't
stop.
shut up.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen a few
talks
episodes of that.
he talks like a
Yes.
radio. And,
Yes.
what is something like you've had, kind of, it might be like similar to what I just asked you, like had to learn the hard way.
The hard way. Man, I feel like just growing up is every day is a lesson for me. But like adulting and not really having like, someone showing you the way. It's like you live and you learn. So like I have to learn how to adjust to like doing things for myself and what I can rely on others to help me with, and like I don't know, try not to take everything on alone, I guess. It's like
Yeah.
what I'm learning right now. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good. I remember somebody was saying, like, try not to take everything too personal.
Yeah, that too. I definitely will do that. Especially with social media now. Like, you see something online, you get a little offended. You
Yeah.
just gotta try not to.
I used to be like that. I used to be
Yeah.
like get really offended by negative comments.
Yeah.
Like even when I was starting my podcast, like I would if somebody says something negative, it would hurt me.
Aw.
I mean, there's still some that really hurt, but like I've learned to ignore. And
Yeah.
I wish people did that. Like, if you see something you don't like, you don't agree with, scroll past, move on.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to go
And comment.
and comment and attack?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing is gonna like change.
That's true.
You have a dog.
I do. My little Fenty.
Fenty.
Yes.
Where is the dog now?
She's at home right now.
You live by yourself?
Yeah, she's going through a little training phase. So, yeah, I was just home visiting her, so she'll be fine for the next hour.
Oh, she's at home at your house or your parents' house?
Oh, my house, my apartment.
So you leave
Her alone.
alone?
Yeah, she's a good dog, though.
I had people don't leave dogs by themselves. I mean, and well, if you're going just for a day, maybe.
Yeah.
How about like if you're going? I want to get a dog, but like it's too much work.
It is. That's why I have a tiny dog. Start small. That's
Yeah.
what I could recommend, because those huge dogs are a lot. It's a lot. It's like a human.
So like if you want to go on a cruise,
Maybe they allow them. You can get a service pet. So
but like if you want to go somewhere that they don't allow dogs and you're gonna go for a
Yeah.
long time, how do you do it?
well, if I was, I'll just let my family watch it for a
Okay.
while. Or they also have like doggy daycares.
Those
So
are expensive.
they are, but
I was talking to a friend of mine. He has a dog. I think it's a golden doodle, and he's like, "Man, I can't do this and this because there's this dog, and I have to deal with it." He's trying to get rid of it.
what?
He's
I'll
trying to
take
find
it.
somebody to take it.
Tell them I'll take it.
You will?
I will.
Okay, I'll talk to them. Hey, you hear? If you don't want that dog, somebody's gonna take it.
Yeah.
I wanted to get one, but like thinking about that, like
Yeah.
paying for dog daycare, no.
Yeah, no.
Especially like when you have a kid, like now, that's like a
Yeah.
second kid.
It
like,
is
it's
for
too
sure.
much.
It really is.
Too much work. Anyway, the other question: what gets you excited about life?
Oh my gosh. I don't know, the future, I would say. That's
Yeah.
getting me excited, especially what I'm doing now. I feel like with all this work that I'm doing, it's going to pay off. So that's what's getting me excited. And just waking up every day at peace,
You've thought about your story. You did your dentistry degree, but that's not what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Do you look at that as a fail or no?
I don't, but I would say it was more of a learning opportunity, because maybe it wasn't for me at that moment, but I would love to go back and do it again. But maybe even better, why be a dental assistant when you could be the dentist, But at least I have that experience and that knowledge that I had at the time to like take into my new era, I guess. So that'll be my advice: is never to like don't take for anything for granted.
Yeah.
Like, even the smallest things, because those matter.
How could another young girl out there be inspired from your decisions and what you're doing now and starting their own business if somebody wants to?
I hope just them following them dreams should inspire them enough. But if they look up to me, I would say, just keep going. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still learning too. So like, I don't want to just give out any bad advice, but I think everything is a learning experience, and just go for whatever you want to do and never look back.
Is there anything that I did not ask you today
Yes.
that you would love to talk about or you'd like people to hear about?
No. I think the people heard enough of me
People had enough of
and
you?
you.
There's one thing or two
What's up?
that we're gonna talk about today.
Okay.
On your Instagram, you have another line that says, "Just trying to find my space in this
Yes. Crowded world.
crowded world." Yeah.
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
Don't like, some days you just feel like you don't stick out enough, or like you just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm in a world, but people don't see me, I guess. So I don't know I just feel like, what can I find? How can I stand out? How can I be different from everyone else? Like, everyone that wants to be the same. As you can look around, you can see the same girl or same guy in 10 other people. So how can I be different, So that's just kind of what that means to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also have Psalms 34:14. I'm not gonna put you on the spot. We can look it up. If you
Yeah.
want.
I remember it.
You do?
I think it was a while ago, but that one was hitting home for me at the time. You can look it up though, so we
Okay.
can make sure. But I can explain it.
Okay, explain them.
But if you want to ask me about my other favorite verse, I can tell you that off rip.
Yeah, well,
That one is my favorite verse is Jeremiah 29:11. Oh, what is it? I can't remember the verse, but that's my favorite, like literally favorite verse.
no, let's
of
start
all.
with this one. We'll look
Go ahead.
Jeremiah. I know
Yes.
Jeremiah's or whatever. It's going off my head. What?
Don't disrespect my verse.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not
It's like-
disrespecting it. I just like forgot it. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I was going like recently I was just going through like a really tough time in life. So like instead of holding all of that anger inside of me, like I wanted to just seek peace in life and I wanted to just be happy and like it's easier to be happy than hold grudges for everything. So that's what that meant at the time.
I agree.
Yes.
Okay. Jeremiah 29:11.
Yes.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord.
I love that
Plans
verse.
to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future.
Yes. That's the one I live by. That one, like when I first started my business, that was on my calendar. Like it's going back on the calendar this month. So that's how
Yeah.
deep that is. Like that one definitely gets me going. It keeps me going.
My favorite is
Yes.
Proverbs 35:6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he'll make your path straight.
Yes, I love that one.
I like that because that has helped my journey. Because sometimes you look at things, you're like, there's no way I'm going to achieve that. There's no way I'm going to make that happen.
Yeah.
But like, you just got to trust God and he will work
Exactly.
everything out.
Literally put it all in his hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, we've come close to the end of this podcast. I don't want to keep you here for so long since you drove from afar. But the final question on the podcast is, who would you like to see on this podcast next?
Man.
And you're gonna help me to get a person here.
Let's
You
get
can
our
you can
bride
recommend
to
your-
be.
Huh?
Let's get our bride to be Linnell
Yeah.
Buigar.
Actually, somebody recommended Lanelle. Who did that? I'm trying to remember who recommended Lanelle to be on the podcast.
Maybe her brother.
Dino actually has not been here. We've done the
You
one
have
on
to get
Zoom.
both of them together.
Yeah,
That would
I
be a
need-
good little
I
interview.
need to have both of them here too.
Yeah.
so. But yeah, that would be a good recording. So
For sure. I agree.
anyway, Asia, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Being on
It
the
was
podcast.
delightful.
Miss Entrepreneur. I didn't
Yeah.
ask any hard questions, did I?
You didn't. I'm blessed for that.
Maybe next time you come back, we'll have a level 2.
You know, maybe I'll be richer. Maybe
Okay.
I'll be riding around a Bugatti. I don't know. We'll see. Let's hope.
When you become famous, don't forget me.
I will not. It's vice versa.
Okay, thank you. I will not forget it. Hey there, my name is Bonnie Chibuka, the podcast host of the Uganda Boy Talk Show. Thanks for watching and listening to my podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, leave a feedback on this podcast because that's how we grow. Thank you very much and be blessed.